Andrew Roy Gibb was born on March 5th, 1958, in Manchester, England. He was the youngest of 5 children, born to Hugh and Barbara Gibb, who had a strong musical background. The Gibb family moved to Australia when Andy was still young. He saw his older brothers, Barry, Robin, and Maurice, play music often. They formed the Bee Gees and became incredibly famous worldwide. This was a big influence on young Andy, who dreamed of becoming a singer too. Andy started his own music career early, learning to play the guitar and performing in small, local clubs. He played in Ibiza, Spain, and later continued performing in Australia. Robert Stigwood, the Bee Gees' manager, noticed Andy's potential and signed him to RSO Records. His older brothers were very supportive of him. He moved to Miami, Florida, where he would begin recording. His professional journey was starting. If you like music bios and documentaries, please subscribe to our page. Andy released his first solo album in 1977. The album was a significant success, showing his strong vocal talent. Produced major hit songs. I Just Want to Be Your Everything went straight to #1 on the charts, with his brother Barry Gibb helping to write it. Love is Thicker Than Water was another #1 hit, co-written by Andy and Barry. His second album was released in 1978. The title song, Shadow Dancing, was a massive hit, staying at the #1 spot for 7 weeks. Andy was now a global superstar, with his fame continuing to grow rapidly. Andy's third studio album was released in 1980. This album featured more successful hit songs, including Desire and the duet I Can't Help It with Olivia Newton-John. However, this was his last studio album, marking the end of this phase of his career. The Bee Gees, Barry, Robin, and Maurice were incredibly famous and already established music legends. Andy often worked closely with them, especially Barry, who co-wrote many of Andy's hits and produced most of his records. Andy often lived in their considerable shadow and truly wanted his own musical identity. However, people always compared him to his brothers, which was very difficult for him. He felt he needed to prove himself constantly, and the pressure was always there. Andy unfortunately started to have personal problems and began to struggle with drug addiction. Cocaine became a very big problem for him, negatively affecting his career. He would sometimes miss important recording sessions and occasionally missed live performances. His health was also at risk. He had a very famous and public romance with actress Victoria Principal, which ended due to his addiction. Andy Gibb made several attempts at a comeback, sincerely wanting to overcome his addiction. He performed in musical theater, trying to rebuild his career. Unfortunately, his personal struggles continued. Addiction led to serious financial difficulties. His record company dropped him. In early 1988, Andy was staying near his brother Robin's home. He was working on new songs with his brothers. He seemed to be getting better physically. Andy Gibb died on March 10, 1988, at age 30. The cause was myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart muscle. He left behind many beloved songs and is remembered as a talented singer. Find and subscribe to our YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.